check this out. Look at this for an overnight parking spot. So I'm in Appledore, by the way. So for anyone that doesn't know where Appledore is, it is in North Devon. And this is the car park where I'm going to be staying tonight. I was a little bit concerned on my way up here because I thought, do you know what? I found this place on Park for Night and it said that you can overnight in a camper van in this car park. But because of last week when I went to the sinkhole, I assumed there, because of Park for Night, that you could stay in one of those car parks overnight. But when I got there, the sign said you couldn't. So I was a bit sort of worried that I was going to drive all the way up here, which took me 2 hours, by the way. And I find the same sort of story. But it just so happens that you can stay here overnight. But there are some restrictions to be able to park in this location. You have to use the Ringo app to pay to park, and they do not like, in this area where I'm parked, high top vehicles. And I think the reason is because they don't want a load of motorhomes sort of blocking the view for everybody else. I almost decided not to park on the front here because there are signs that say no motorhomes in this area. But this isn't a motorhome, it is a commercial vehicle, and there is another commercial van just parked literally right in front of me. So if they can park there, then so can I. Also, when I went to pay on the app and I clicked on, there's a special code that you have to input to actually park here in a motorhome. It didn't recognize this vehicle as a motorhome, so it wouldn't actually let me pay for the motorhome stay. So I just had to pay for 1 day as a normal vehicle. So it did actually work out £3 cheaper than what it would have been if I'd actually paid to park as a motorhome, essentially. So hopefully I don't get in trouble for that, but you know, it wasn't intentional, it's just that's all it would allow me to do. I was just having a chat with the traffic warden, essentially, and he came up to me and he was like, oh, have you paid? And I was like, yeah, I paid on the app. And he was like, oh, you've paid too much, you shouldn't have paid that much for this van. And I was like, well, I'm planning on staying here overnight. And he just said, yeah, it's not a problem. And he just reaffirmed what I was saying, that the reason why they say no motorhomes here is because of the height. And they don't want like a wall of white vans just like blocking the view for everyone else, which I understand. He said that I'm absolutely fine parking here. But he did point out that he asked me if I had a pop top, and I said no, because obviously they don't want you sort of having a pop top here. They also don't want you having chairs out, tables out, or barbecue or anything like that. So as long as you respect it, this should always be here, and that's what we want. We need more places like this. We need places like this in Cornwall. Yeah, he was a nice bloke, and he said he's taking a picture of my reg and he's going to send it off to the rest of the people that work this area so that they don't actually see it and go, oh, have you paid or have you not? Right, so I'm not actually sure what there is to do in Appledore, but let's go for a little walk. See, now that's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to get a parking ticket. So now there are public toilets here as well, so we'll go check them out. See, now as a dad, the fact that they have baby changing facilities in the gents is a game changer. It actually smells really nice in here as well. Sorry, it's the toilet. I know this is probably a bit gross for everyone, but a lot of these public toilets, when you walk in, there's always a certain smell, and you all know what that is when you walk in, but this one actually smells really nice. Skate park, kids playing park on the end. I'm not sure I'd want to be this van, sort of backed right up against the skate park, especially if the kids come later on and it's just skating all night and whatever else they get up to, but each to their own. There is a pub, that'll be ideal for later, but I've not actually brought anything for dinner, so I'm gonna need to find like a fish and chip shop or something, or some form of takeaway, because I just figured it'd be nice just to be able to sit in the van and have like a fish and chips or something, even though, as you may or may not know, I don't eat fish, so I don't know, pie and chips or something. But so that's what I'm on the scoop for now, but it won't be for now, it'll be for later on this evening.
I've had some good days, and I've had some worse, but none compared to the days that I've had with you.
This place behind me said takeaways, but it didn't look like a chippy to me, so we're still on the hunt. I'm not sure how much of this is Appledore. Is it Appledore on the other side as well? Anyone that's local or knows this area, and maybe they could let me know whether it's just sort of this side or whether on that side's Appledore. But even if it was, I'm not really sure how I would get over there unless I drive. Looks like this boat here is getting reclaimed by the sea. Nice.
There's gold in your eyes, son, glow on your face, like a seaside sunrise somewhere.
How cool is this place? Do you know what, I'm sort of feel like I'm getting away from everything, especially as this sign says Appledore welcome, and I'm kind of past that now. I'm thinking I've actually gone too far. I'm just going to continue walking until I find some form of place that I can get food from. I mean, worst case scenario, that pub, I probably should have stopped by and just checked to see if they do food. There is a shop here, so I could essentially cook at the van, but it's quite a hot day. I don't really want to get sweaty and horrible in the van, and as I stated earlier, you can't have barbecues or put chairs out outside or anything like that, so I don't really want to be cooking outside either. I don't want to do anything that's against the rules of this place, because so far I'm really happy with how accommodating they are for van lifers and camper van owners. Excuse me, is there like a fish and chip shop around here or anywhere?
Yes, you need to go back on the quay.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah.
And go up. You'll see a sign called Boot Street.
Yeah.
You can go up there and it's on the right hand side of the Royal.
Right,
It's
brilliant.
a signpost saying it on the corner of Boot Street.
Thank you very much.
Down.
So I've just spoke to a lovely lady, and she's informed me that there are takeaway places, but it's the other way. So I've completely walked in the complete wrong direction. I guess the other option is you could just park on the side of the road. But, I mean, personally, the reason to come here is to get that spot overlooking the water. I mean, it's beautiful now, but I think once it gets dark tonight and maybe the sun goes down, it's going to be, do you know what, a nice place to hopefully watch the sunset. We are on the north coast, so we should be able to see the sun go down. This way. So it looks like there's another pub up here as well. I mean, that said fish and chips. I don't know whether that said that it's a takeaway or not. It might just be in that pub. So that's dinner sorted for later. It opens again at 5. It's only 3:30 now. So I've just got to make sure I remember how to get back to that spot later this evening. Loads of little quaint little shops. That's what I love about coming to these like little sort of seaside towns. Is you get quaint shops, you get really quirky things that you wouldn't necessarily find anywhere else, like this random metal sculpture of an octopus that's on top of this building here. Someone's having fun. But you just wouldn't see that anywhere else. So random. This chip shop searching has made me build up a little bit of a thirst. I think I'm going to pop in that pub if I can find it and have a nice afternoon beer in the sun.
This was the best day of my life. Thanks for the best day of my life.
Hey, sir, you alright?
How's it going?
Very good, thank you.
Can't promise you peace. Can't promise you peace, my boy, but with heart on my sleeve, I'll give you every bit of me. I'll give you every bit of me.
A proper job in the sun. One of these days I'm going to come out of Cornwall and I'm going to have a beer that's not Cornish, I promise.
I'll sell my guitars, I'll spend life behind bars to take one more trip through the story night. This was the best day of my life. Thanks for the best day of my life.
Right. Whoa, lights on. Today's video was sponsored by my favourite suitcase brand, Level 8. And the reason that I say that is because I cannot fault the build quality from this Level 8 suitcase. And that all comes down to its German-made macrolong polycarbonate construction that makes this suitcase not only durable, but built to last. And you may have seen in some of my previous videos as well that I've been giving this quite a beating. And it's still just as strong as ever. It has a very strong pull handle which is made out of aluminium, which makes it very easy to pull along and very easy to maneuver. But it's not only the handle that makes it easy to maneuver, that comes down to its 360-degree spinner wheels. And if you spend a lot of time in airports, this is going to stand out very nicely on the carousel in this lovely bright yellow and black. People have asked me why I chose this colour, and I think it's because I just like yellow and black things. It kind of reminds me of my tools. But if yellow isn't for you, they do have other colours on their website as well. And all of their products come with these TSA approved locks, so that you know that your luggage inside is going to be nice and secure. And that's just the outside. Inside it has organised compartments for wet and dry, so you can keep your wet clothes away from your dry clothes. It also has compression straps so that you can actually fit more in the suitcase than you probably need to take with you anyway. So if you'd like to check out my most trusted travel luggage, check out my link in the description and use my discount code lovesundays and you will get 10% off. Thank you again to Level 8 for sponsoring today's video. So I'm not being funny, but I'm actually really looking forward to just sort of sitting here, chilling out, listening to those waves and just decompressing. Tell you what, funny the things you see. I'm just literally just sat here and look at what's just gone past. I mean, what is that? Is it like a ferry or something? Because it's kind of got like a ramp at the back that opens down. Ooh, ooh, it's got one of those. Could be a ferry to take people from this side straight over there. Hi.
Hi there, hello. Liam Pippa, yep.
Everyone seems really shocked that I'm out of Cornwall.
You have to swap round your jam and your cream on your scones, won't you?
The funny thing is, right, is that stealth camping is not easy when you have a YouTube channel, believe it or not, because I mean, I appreciate that I'm not actually stealth camping today. I'm parking here legally and just sort of sat with my doors open and things, but it's surprising how often people actually recognise you from videos or whether they follow you or whatever. So it is getting a little bit more difficult, but I like meeting people, as I said in previous videos. Always come and say hello.
It's surreal though.
Yeah.
Like meeting people. We met, do you know, touring with the kids?
Yeah.
So we met them a couple of weeks back, and it's exactly the same. You see people and you're like, this is really surreal.
Have a look in my back doors, that's what she said.
So,
Kieran, nice to meet you.
and you, Sean.
Take care,
buddy.
Thanks for watching, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers.
What was I just saying about how difficult it is to be stealth? Okay, so it's 6:05. I'm not quite hungry enough, but I'm going to take a little walk into the small town that's here, find a pub, have a beer, and then get my takeaway food. It is getting a little bit cold, I'm not going to lie. So Kieran, the guy that I was talking to earlier, said that there's a nice pub, just sort of, I don't know, I can't remember what the name of it was, but he said there was a nice pub to stop at, and it's not the one that I went to before, so I'm going to try and remember and head there. Ooh. There's actually another fish and chip shop right here. Thank you very much.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very well, thank you. What can I do for you, sir?
Can I get a steak and kidney pie and chips?
No pies, unfortunately.
Jumbo sausage and chips?
Yeah.
With some curry sauce?
Yeah.
Thank you. Jumbo sausage, chips and curry sauce. Can you judge a fish and chip shop based on the queue to get in? I mean, that's pretty good, to be fair. Probably should have picked up a fork. Okay, it's nearly 10 o'clock, so it is nearly bedtime, so I'm going to be hitting the hay in a minute. I did just take a walk over to the toilet block over there just to see if it is still open, and it is locked now. I'm not sure what time it locks. I couldn't see any like notice on the door or anything that says shuts at a certain time, but rest assured it's not open now. It's been quite nice just sat here having the sun go down. I've been watching a little bit of YouTube, but now the time has come to make the bed. Bed's ready. Right, well, on that note, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, good. Good morning. What a pleasant night's sleep. It's 8:30 in the morning. I need to hit the road. It's not quite as nice a day today. Beautifully peaceful. Let's make sure I haven't got any parking tickets on my van. No, that's good. A quick conclusion to this park up. If you're looking for somewhere that you can stay out looking at the water that's pretty peaceful and nice and quiet, to be honest, I didn't hear anything last night. This place in Appledore could be for you. I'm 2 hours from home and I need to get home so that I can sign some paperwork in order for when I move house. And I'm just gonna head off, and I'm in such a rush. I've not even made the bed. So that's fine. So I'm going to end the video here. As always, thank you to everyone that buys me a beer through the link in the description, and also thank you to all my members, and thank you to everybody that continues to watch these videos. You're all absolute legends. But other than that, I'll see you next week.